Hi everyone, welcome to Teks Academy. This is Anita, your PGDCA trainer. So now let's start regarding PGDCA. Okay, and we'll learn how this PGDCA and what is this PGDCA. So I'll just tell you in brief, right? Welcome to everyone once again. Postgraduate Diploma in Computer Applications. So post graduation in diploma in computer application is nothing but PGDCA, right? So here whoever is being graduated as well as the inter students from the basic of intermediate till graduation and post graduation students with diploma also, they can take a course of this PGDCA. It is just because PGDCA is nothing but it is a MS Office, but little more advanced skills will be added. So in MS Office they'll be hiding few tabs, few concepts, and they'll continue with this MS Office. But in this PGDCA you will be covered with all the documents and all the tabs, all the commands, and every little small thing will be explained very clearly, right guys? So this PGDCA is very much helpful wherever you want to go for any job purpose without any of the course. For a basic job courses like customer support, receptionist, admin, so such kind of a jobs with using a computer, with a system knowledge, basic system knowledge, and they want to upgrade themselves with computer knowledge, they can learn this PGDCA. But before going to any programming applications or any programming codings, any of the IT course or else anything with included with a system knowledge, they have to first learn PGDCA, because as in English we see alphabets, that is ABC, is very important thing. So as those are very important, they go with words, sentences, paragraphs, then they understand what is what. As the same, to get a knowledge, a skill in computers, first the basic point, the main pillars are PGDCA, because every little thing in detail, in short, very clearly explained in PGDCA. By learning this PGDCA only, you can go for further courses. And in this PGDCA you have the courses like, first it will be starts with introduction, and then you will be moving to types of computers, introduction of computers, and you will also learn about what is hardware, what is software, what is troubleshooting, what is internet tools, and typing, MS Paint, Notepad, WordPad, MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, right? So all this will be cleared in detail very clearly. So I request everyone to keep a notes as well as a pen with you while listening the class. Please do that, because every point will be helpful for the future use. So guys, be prepared and be attentive when you are listening the class. Don't see that any disturbance can be happened with you. So when you focus only, you will be understanding what is this, because it is a very basic part. You may think it is very simple, why all, but it is simple, but when you go for a practice you will be a little more confused, and when you note it down you will understand what is what in detail, in clear. So I request everyone, kindly note down the things that I am telling you, and also be very focused. Okay, right? So let me clearly confirm you what are the things that goes in detail. In a brief, I'll just explain you theoretical part. and then we'll move to the practical parts, right? Right. PGDCA stands for Post Graduation Diploma in Computer Applications. It is a postgraduate program that focuses on computer applications. As I told you, it will focus more on computer applications. What are the applications we use and how to use, and what are the main things that goes. So PGDCA is a big course that can even continue up to a year. 6 months courses are available, 2 months courses are available. So in the meantime, I'll just explain to you how does this course will be going on, right? The PGDCA program is intended for graduates for any discipline who wish to acquire specialized skills in computer application. So this is mainly for graduates. So here that's what it is been describing for graduates. It is a specialized skill in computer applications. So why we call it specialized? Because every concept in this is very important. It is a basic, and from the basic only we can know what is what. So without learning alphabets, we cannot move to learn sentences, right? So it is very important. So I request to focus, right? Next, we'll continue with the introduction part of this computers. Here, computers can be programmed to perform a wide range of tasks and run various types of software programs. So computers are a very big programs because there are many software programs, hardware programs that we use regularly, and these are not a small things, because you should never think like computer is a basic part, only MS Office, only PGDCA, but it is a wide range of tasks because you have to learn, you have to practice, you have to focus. Repeated practices can only make this wide range of tasks into simple form. And these are many types of software programs. To go with that programs, to learn those programs, you have to have the knowledge here with PGDCA. These programs can range from simple applications like word processing and spreadsheets to complex applications like artificial intelligence and machine learning. As I told you, it is simple, and from the basic till upgraded courses like artificial, AI, ML, machine learning. To learn those things, you have to have a knowledge into Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Those are very valid things, because to learn, to practice every little specific program, first and foremost thing is that you have to have a knowledge in this, because this is very important aspect. Okay, because you are about to learn cloud computing, full stack development, machine learning, AI, and many more things like digital marketing, Python, Java, everything. But for that, before is that you have to learn with this, and you will get more knowledge, and before whatever the program is being written, that to be noted in a Word, or else that to be practiced in your Word, and that kind of presentations can be done by PPT, presentation, PowerPoint, and then whatever the data you have been given for that programs, Excel is being used. So everywhere, every concept that you want to learn, you want to go across with, these PGDCA is very important. So to go into further trainings and further upgraded successfully going and learning those courses, you have to have this knowledge into this, right? So introduction is like to know and understand what are the tasks and how the simple applications are being done, and what is Word, what is Excel, PowerPoint, how to go on across with those. Okay, let's see what are the types. Types of computers, they are supercomputers, mainframe computers, mini computer, microcomputer, desktop computer. In micro only we have desktop computer, laptop, palm top and workstations. So here guys, you can understand that there are many types of computers. These are the main few things that we have to at least know what are the types of computer. Okay, because there are number of computers, number of different things and different way of workings. But I'll just tell you why this I'm telling you, because at least a knowledge regarding the computers should be known to you. Okay, because of that only I'm giving this types of computers, only this 5, right? So let's continue with supercomputer. Here supercomputers, these are fastest computers and very expensive computers, and these are specialized applications that require immense amounts of mathematical calculations. So these computers are very fast as well as very expensive also, and these are mainly used for mathematical calculations, and such mathematical calculations are for example we have weather forecasting. So weather forecasting is a calculations that we understand like what is the weather and how is that going on. So we will understand what is the weather forecasting. So how does this weather will be calculated and what is the way that you will be understanding in this weather forecasting. And this is a mathematical calculation that is not only for weather forecasting, and as well as it is also used for animated graphics, fluid dynamic calculations, nuclear energy research and petroleum exploration. So all this will be comes under supercomputer and it uses, right? Mainframe computers, and these are also very large computers as well as these are also very expensive computers. And the difference is like only single person can work on supercomputers, and in mainframe computers hundreds or thousands are also able to work simultaneously. Many users can use simultaneously at a time. Okay, it is capable of it. And in this mainframe computers you are also allowed to play many programs at a time simultaneously, many apps. For example, in supercomputer, if you will go with working under weather forecasting, you have to work on that only. If you are working on animated graphics, only that. But in mainframe computers, a single person can use different types and many programs at a time. And here mainframes are more powerful than supercomputers because they support simultaneous programs, but supercomputers can execute a single program faster than a mainframe. Super is also expensive and that is also fastest computer. Mainframe is also the same, but single program can only be executed in supercomputer. And in this, number of computer programs can be run, okay, because it has more capability, more work and more programs can be executed by this mainframe computers. And next coming to mini computers, okay. So in this mini computer, it is a mid-sized computer and in size and power. it is little small comparing to super and mainframe computers. The size will be little decreased comparing with those things, and it is only decreased in size and power, but also the mainframe computers are working very fast, as well as they are large mini computers and small mainframe computers. But actually in this mini computers there is a size decrease, power decrease, but the problem is like they are little blurriness will appear when the screen is there. The screen will not be with the clarity, but it is little blurred up, okay. And this can also have multi-processing system capable of supporting more than 4 to 200 users simultaneously. At a time, more than 4 people to 200 people can use it, but little amount of blurriness will be appeared in this. So that is a backlog in this mini computers, right. Then coming to microcomputer. Microcomputer has 3 things, which are desktop computer, laptop computer, palm top computer. So actually we already know what is desktop computer, laptop computer and palm top, but I want to clearly explain you what is what. So whatever is a computer is being displayed, placed on a desktop is a desktop computer, and desktop computer will have a monitor, keyboard, mouse, router, printer and CPU. This complete set of things are called as desktop computers, and this is a personal and micro mini computer sufficient to fit on a desk, okay. And you can see monitor for the output, and for the input you can use mouse, keyboard, CPU, and you also have for printer you can use the printer for printing purpose, and for the network that you want to go on with browsing, so you can go for router, right. So next we have the laptop. So laptop is a portable computer which is complete with an integrated screen and keyboard. So as I told you, desktop computer is having each different parts which is being placed at a side, but actually in the laptop you will be having a connectivity, and the integrated screen and the keyboard will have a connectivity. It is generally smaller in size than a desktop computer and larger than a notebook computer. So this is like, you can understand, like laptop will be smaller, larger than notebook and bigger than desktop, okay. And this is the laptop computer, which is portable, which is carryable wherever you want. You can keep it in your bag and you can carry it, right. The next is palm top computer. Palm top or PDAS. PDAS is nothing but personal digital assistant. So this personal digital assistant is sufficient and fit in a palm, in our hand. It can be sufficient, we can hold it. And this palm top is a hand sized computer. Palm top does not have keyboard, but its screen serves both as input and output device. So we can touch it on the screen itself, and you can give the access for the input, and you can get the output access also. Both can be worked on, right. The next is like workstations, and in this workstations, work and the station. So we understand by the word itself, workstation, right. Workstation is a terminal or desktop computer in a network, and workstation is a generic term for user's machine, and this term can be called as client machine, in contrast to server or mainframe, because with the help of connectivity of server and the mainframe, many users can use their works, right. And workstation is like group of people sitting together side by side or by around, whatever it can be, but group of people will be sitting in one place and they'll be using their own systems or desktops or laptops with the help of connectivity of the network of the server or the mainframe. From the server network only they can work on, and they can use simultaneously number of works, number of programs can be done here. Okay, so this is completely regarding the types of computers. What are hardware and software computer systems? Hardware and software are two essential components of a computer system. So actually you can understand the software and the hardware. Both are different parts, but actually they are components of computer system. Connectivity is being with computer system, and hardware is little different and software is different, but actually both works the same, but in hardware and but in software. Hardware refers to the physical components of a computer, while software refers to the programs, applications and the data that run on a computer. So hardware is like which are being visible and which can be touchable. Okay, you can see the hardware things, you can even touch the hardware things. And in this, hardware are central processing unit, primary storage devices, secondary storage devices, output communication devices, all which we can see, right? So those are the physical components. And coming to software, software refers to the programs, applications, data. So whatever that is unable to see inside the system, whatever the chips and whatever the programming data chips that are being applications which are being instructed in the system are all the software things actually. Okay, whatever the program has been done in the system that you cannot see, but you can just give the question and the answer can be given. But how and where is this working? That program, that application, that data will be in the computer and which is not being visible to our eyes. Okay, so that's what we call it as software and hardware. So in detail, let's learn what is the basics of hardware. Basics of hardware. In this basics of hardware, we have 5 different types. One is processor, which is CPU, central processing unit. And this processor will manipulate the data and controls the task performed by the other components. It will work as a manipulator, and it also have the ability to control number of tasks at a time, how to go, how to start, how to process and how to give the ending point and give the output. So how all this been done is been by CPU. It's nothing but central processing unit. Next you have random access memory, RAM. This is a memory which you can insert it for your data to be getting into your things actually. So by this RAM you can have the memory access. And next is hard disk drive, which is HDD. HDD is a hard disk drive, which is a drive, disk drive, so that you can have the inputted data into that disk and you can play it and you can learn it by this hard disk. Input devices, whatever we give input by keyboard or the mouse, this is all are by input. So whatever is being entered into, so that is the input device. And output device is nothing but whatever the question we give or else whatever the problem that we give for a computer, and that is being displayed with as an answer out on the screen is called output device. And this output device is a monitor, printout, speakers. By this you can have the output. So these are all the hardware devices that you can go on with. So next is software. Let's learn also what is software. Basics of software. operating system, application software, utility software, programming languages, system software. So in this you can understand operating system. Operating system is nothing but it is OS. Operating system we call it as OS. And in this operating system we will learn how to operate and how to do our operational programs by the system. Okay, and to what category it belongs to. So by this you can understand what is this operating system. Application software, based on the applications. Okay, it can be WhatsApp, it can be Gmail, it can be Google Pay. So number of applications we use by software, right? So those applications, using the coding part, you will understand how to work on with the software applications. So to create the application, to give access to the application, and how to work on these applications, new softwares. So that are being learned by application software. The next is like utility software, how to use this software, what are the utilities of this. So a software is used to display the content, applications, the programmings, and every single software will be having the knowledge of this utility software. So actually many are there to understand what is this software. Programming languages. So programming languages is nothing but a programming. Itself says like it is a coding part. Okay, so you will understand how this coding part will be undergone by this. So in this programming, whatever the coding part and whatever the programmings, that C programming, Python, whatever the coding part will be there, those are all the software things. So those softwares are also called, will be coming with programming languages, system software. And in the system software is a general purpose program designed to perform tasks such as like controlling all operations and also move the data into and out of the computer. So these are like software computers, right? So next we have the basics of troubleshooting. So this is the basics of troubleshooting. Actually troubleshooting is nothing but whatever the problem is been given to us by the system, and that is being solved. So whatever the problem that is being solved by the system in basics. So basics is nothing but few steps are there. In every aspect that we face a problem, we face and system problems. So those problems are resolved by these steps. So you can understand here, troubleshooting is a process of identifying and resolving problems or issues that occur in computer systems or devices. So troubleshooting is nothing but a problem that is being faced by us by computer and resolved in a step-by-step manner. That is called a troubleshooting. Troubleshooting. So it is, we are solving out what is the trouble is being given and how this occurred. We'll just first check what is the problem. Then after checking the problem, then we'll go for a resolution. The resolution of problem is a troubleshooting, right? So in this troubleshooting, you'll be also having identify the problem, research the problem, analyze the possible causes. So first identify the problem. First you have to understand what is the problem actually, from where this problem has came, what is the problem, and what are the things that we have to go on with the next step. So here first to identify, next research the problem. So next you will research it, how did this problem occur, by what case this problem has been occurred to us, who is the main character or main device, main computer system for causing this problem. You have to check that. The next is like analyze the possible causes. So you have to analyze what are the things we can do which are possible to create to remove out this possibilities, like impossibilities. So whatever the cause it is, so how to analyze, we have to check on. The next part is like test possible solutions. So looking after saying that it is impossible, this is very hard, this is so and so, this is so and so, instead of that, check first what are the possible solutions that we can shoot it out within no time, within the limited time, how to shoot it out. So how to resolve this problem, so that should be known first. The next is like document the solution. So the next is like you have to write a documentation on this thing, seeing like how did this problem came from, and this documentation should be on the base of pen and the paper. You have to note it down, what is the first step, caused for, and what is the second step, how to resolve it, and what are the step by step procedure. You have to document those things, okay, because if you don't write those things, no documentation is done, so you will not understand what is the third step and what is the fourth step, and you may repeat the same problems troubleshooting while solving it. So again, if you repeat, it may give the problem again, or an error or a question mark which is unsolvable again. So again, to face the same problem repeatedly and facing that problem, you can undergo documentation for the solution. Prevent future problems. So to prevent the problem, you have to go for future what kind of a problem may occur. So documenting is done. So after documentation, you have to also see that the same problem should not repeat in the future, and the same problem that you should not be facing again. So these are the also very important things. Next, seek help. So with this, even if the problem occurs, what are the things to be undergone? So what are the things that we have to be careful of? So what not to do and what to do, you have to get into a mind. So these are the many minimum knowledge things to troubleshoot. If there is a problem with your system, that your system is not getting on, or else if your system is gone on and you are working and sudden it was off, again it is on, again off. So this type of a trouble makes you so much disgusting that you want to break down your computer, right? So such simple thing it might be, but you have to first check whether your plug is being inserted correctly or not. If it is, next check the power is on or not. Then check is your plugs for the CPU system, printer, everything is being plugged very good in position or not. Then see to your computer, is it on a charged mode or not. So these are the simple things you have to work on with. Simple, but should be careful also. You have to go on with, right? So next, you have to go with internet tools. Here, basics of internet tools. So we know what is internet, okay, and the net, the connectivity, internet is there, but what are the tools for it? What are the main tools that we have to use more? So to use more internet, and what are the main things that we regularly keep on going with? What kind of a things? What kind of a tools we use? So these are the internet tools. Internet tools are software applications that enable users to access and interact with the internet. So here this is a software application, and this is also enables user to access and interact with the internet. Interacting with the internet is nothing but interacting with people, interacting with somebody with a good communication. This communication is by, like, you are in India and somebody in US and you want to talk with them, and you want to mail them, you want to chat with them, you want to have a VC. Like, these things can be done with this internet in basic tools that we use. Here are some basic of internet tools. The first and most is like web browser. How to open a web, and what are the things that we can learn, what we can search, right? So we have number of things in this internet tools. The first one is web browser, browsing it. Search engines. So what are the main keywords to search, keywords to understand, and what are the things that we can go for. So you have to understand search engines. Email client. So you have to go for emails to somebody. So to email also you have to check this email clients. Instant messaging. So if you want to message it to the question that they had, so if you want to give an instant messaging, you can go for instant messaging also. Social media. So social media like YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook. So these are all comes under social media. And you have to understand, like, if you want to watch a video, if you want to post a video, if you want to like a video. So for every little thing you have to have an internet. FTP clients. File transfer protocol clients. So you will be also having transferring of your files by some internet only. So you have to send your PPTs to your client. So you want to transfer your documents. So by that also you should have the internet. VPN services. For this services also you should have the internet. So you can understand that for every little aspect you must need internet. So if I want to interact with you guys by a call, or else by a WhatsApp call, or by VC, or by a online class, right? So we should have the internet. That is nothing but a Wi-Fi. And these are internet tools can be a limited localized internets, and it is also wide range of internet. Local network is like in the office with the limited Wi-Fi connectivity, they will be only in that only local. And it is like wide range can be from one place to another place, where we can use a number of people and we can connect with another people. So different things are there, different networks are there, but what are the main tools? So these are the main tools that you have to undergo with. Okay, so these are the main prospects, main things that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so next let's also know what is typing, MS Paint, everything. So before that I want to tell you guys, this is your first class with the oral aspect, but for your further class you will be going with typing, MS Paint, MS Word. So before for it, this is your theoretical class. From next class you will also having typing, which is a practical mode. I'll show you how and what. Okay, so in the typing, what is what, I'll just explain you, I'll read it out and I'll help you out how to go with typing also. Okay guys, thank you so much for your great patience of listening, and thank you all. And next we'll move to the next part, right? Thank you so much. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.